get flagged for copyright. I'm listening to Matt Zoe's opening of the group therapy, the first group therapy, the last trance around the world in Bangalore. Anyways, it's week 8 squat, and last time and the first time I did the cube method, I squatted 405 on this day. So it's a little depressing to have to not really squat at all. I'm gonna try to squat today, back squat, high bar, I think, maybe like a hybrid, but just go with what I feel comfortable with. And I think my problem with the form is that I was creating too much torque. My feet were about here, so if I'm standing vertically, my feet are like this. So I'm showing you. My feet were positioned like this, and I was really emphasizing screwing my feet out, but literally just my foot, not necessarily engaging my hip. So what I think I need to do is, instead of screwing like this, I was literally pushing like this. My knees were staying perfectly out. I have no problems with my knees tracking over my toes, but I was screwing like this. So what I think I need to do is to just lock in my feet and not roll out onto the sides and just push out. Just push out hard as hell, because when I push out hard, I think my knee tracks more optimally and it doesn't click, and I really can't figure out another way to do it. So for me, I don't think it's about opening the feet and screwing into the ground because my position's already fine. I think it's about keeping the feet straight where I'm comfortable and just spreading the floor. So I'm gonna give it a shot and we'll see. Probably troll myself, but. What's going on, YouTube? I'm just gonna put the next like 5 or 6 sets in this 4 times speed. I did 225 for almost every set. I think the bar is 55 pounds. It's a fat bar, but we'll just say 225. And then I did a few sets at 275. The camera angle set up to where I don't know if we'll ever see the second plate, the third plate, but it's whatever. So I tried everything. I tried pushing out from the balls of my feet. I tried pushing out from the heels, screwing out, planting hard, almost screwing in, keeping my hips locked, but nothing really worked for my knee to stop clicking. And I'm trying to see a doctor to figure out what is clicking, if it's a meniscus or something, but no one's been able to diagnose it. So I'm just trying to figure out what it is, because it could be completely irrelevant to my patella tendon, which feels great now. So I just want to get it figured out, and it's so upsetting to not be able to squat because it's what I love to do. So let me know, comment below if you guys have had problems and fixed it. Like, I don't know, I want to hear some stories, anything, you know, just to see what's out there. I know a lot of YouTubers I subscribe to, like Lovato and Brandon Campbell, have had some knee problems, so I would love to get in touch with them, but you know, I don't know if that's really possible. What you're seeing here with this form now, I slowed it down and I moved the camera. This is, instead of, I'm gonna stand up. This is bad, see how arched my back is? So instead of leaning forward like I'm low barring and keeping a straight back, I started thinking, all right, maybe I'll stand really straight, like an Olympic squat, like really upright, but I arched my back too much. So in the next set, the next few sets, I work on standing as straight as possible without any tilt like that, and keeping my back straight. So you're gonna see it improve here. Now here I'm still, I'm not rounding as much. And it felt a lot better on the way down. So it sucks that I did 10 shitty sets of squats before it, but right there is where I wanna be. And if I can even keep a more vertical shin, I feel like it would be ideal. But I feel like this type of squatting will never really give me patella tendonitis or anything, but there's just something sketchy about my knee and I need to get it figured out, or I don't know what to do. Maybe some sleeves and stuff will help, but I mean, if there's a problem that can be fixed by sleeves, I don't know if that would really, I don't know if that's even possible. So I feel like sleeves do what they do, but I don't think it benefits. I don't think there's a benefit to knee sleeves. I haven't had anyone been able to explain the scientific rationale to the benefit. It keeps your knees warm. Your knees don't need to be warmer than they are in your body. It's, you know, it's evolution, whatever. But here I lift up my shirt so you can see my back angle and my hip angle and everything in the hole. And granted, this was after about 15 sets of squats, but check it out. Come down, pretty vertical shin, no butt winking or anything, and that's me trying to keep my back straight, and it's still really arched. But that felt good on my knee. I felt like I wasn't torquing my hips, I was just sitting back and really loading like the hams and the outer quad, which is great. I mean, if I could squat like that, I wouldn't care, but last rep. See you guys soon. We'll hit some more lifting tomorrow. Peace. Well, I don't know where to start. All I did was squat. It was supposed to be a max day, and you're just supposed to hit a PR or go for something close, and then leave the gym. Basically, when I was front squatting and stuff, I wasn't paying attention to my knee. I was just trying to front squat, so I didn't really know how I was doing, but it didn't hurt. It still doesn't hurt. But I just get this clicking sound when my knee goes from like here, when it breaks like that, just that first like 15 degrees, I get this like snap. And whether I push my feet, you know, wide or screw in one way or another, like 1 in 10 reps I might not get it to click, but I know that if I keep playing with that, I'm going to injure myself, like my hips or something, because I can feel the pressure. So the last 2 or 3 sets I was doing high bar the whole time, but I stopped worrying about my lower body and I started worrying about my upper body. Because basically I got this knee pain about 3 months after starting the low bar. And basically what you do with a low bar is you have your upper body tilted a lot more forward and you have your stance wider. So I think that was one of the reasons, and one of the reasons my knee got screwed up. It just didn't agree with my knee, or I was doing it wrong. But the last 3 sets I just did in there at 225, I really worked on keeping my torso straight up. And it's crazy because you see people like Lane Norton and other big squatters, and they practically, you know, bend over and they don't have knee problems, which I don't understand. You know, if they can squat without knee pain, I should be able to as well. So it's got to be something I'm doing wrong, and I don't know, I just got to keep trying to figure it out. But I do know that the best sets were the ones where I was standing perfectly upright. And front squatting didn't hurt my knee either, and in order to front squat you need to stand pretty much perfectly upright. But without arching your back and creating a lot of tension in your hips, it's kind of just like straight up and down with your lower abdomen tight. And then you just, you know, break at the knees and the hips, but you don't arch your backs like aggressively and stand up. You keep it straight up and down. So I think working on my hip to spine angle may help, but we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, and I don't really give a shit if I need to do low bar or hybrid, wide stance, closed stance. I don't care how much weight I lift. I just want to be able to progressively overload with something. So let's see. But I'm pissed.